Breaking news, the BookTok community is abuzz with excitement from news about the new Hunger Games book to be released, the Onyx Storm cover reveal, fan theories, and multiple hot new releases. The first news that we're going to discuss is Sunrise of the Reaping, which is the new Hunger Games novel set to be released next March in 2025. It is set 24 years before the first Hunger Game novel, and that means that it's going to be following Haymitch and his time in the arena. To make matters more exciting, however, it is the 50th annual Hunger Game on that year, which means it's one of the quarter quells, and that means that things are going to be extra crazy. If you've read the book Catching Fire, then you might know that in this quarter quell they had double the amount of tributes. And I won't tell you how Haymitch won, but I will say that it is not the way that you expected. Suzanne Collins has said that one of her inspirations was David Hume, a philosopher, and the idea of many being governed by a few. She also spoke about how she wanted to talk about the power of propaganda, and the power which those who hold the narrative have. Even more excitingly, there is a Hunger Games theatre production which is supposedly to take place this autumn in London on the West End. Next, we're going to move on to Onyx Storm. So first of all, this is the new cover. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Now, I'm not going to spoil any of the other books, but given how the last one ended, there are theories that we might get some of Xaden's point of view, or even Taryn or Adana's point of view, at some point during the novel. And what amazing fan theory that I wanted to share was the signet which Violet is going to develop, her second signet, as a result of Andana. The theory is that her signet will have something to do with light, sun rays, and the evidence is, first of all, when Violet was burning out, you notice how hot her body got, which kind of implied that maybe the sun has something to do with it. The sun also releases ultraviolet waves, which sounds like it could mean something. Finally, if she had the power of light, it would just completely contrast Xaden's own power of darkness, which would make it really cool. And actually, another side note is that Andana's ability is almost manipulating light to be able to camouflage as a dragon, which again lends credibility to this theory. Let me know if you guys have any other theories on what you think her second signet could be down in the comments. The next thing I wanted to talk about was ACOTAR. So seeing as the first book was released in May 2015, fans have speculated that the final book of the series will be released exactly 10 years later in 2025, which means we don't have long left to wait. Unfortunately, I'm still getting through Akamath, so I will hopefully have finished the rest of the series by that time. Next, we're talking about Leia Bardugo, author of Six of Crows and Shadow and Bone. There is no doubt that she's an incredible writer, and she actually released another book on the 9th of April called The Familiar. This is the elevator pitch. In a shabby house on a shabby street in the new capital of Madrid, Lucia Cotado uses scraps of magic to get through her endless toils as a scullion. That's definitely a book to check out. Another hot new release is Funny Story by Emily Henry, which was released on 23rd of April. The idea behind this novel I think is absolutely genius, and I'll tell it to you now. Daphne always loved the way Peter told their story. That is until it became the prologue to his actual love story with his childhood best friend Petra. Which is how Daphne ends up rooming with Petra's ex, the only person that might be able to understand what she's going through. I don't know about you, but that's definitely on my to-be-read list. The final book that I wanted to talk about was Children of Anguish and Anarchy by Tommy Adeyemi, and this book was released in June 2024, so it's brand new. It is the epic finale to the Legacy of the Orisha trilogy. Again, another series to look out for and read if that's your thing. That concludes today's BookTok summer news. I will be releasing more videos like this in the future, so please do subscribe if that's something that interests you. See you next time.